much a lay-by, but don't treat it as a lay-by. Don't start pulling up and trying to have your lunch break in it. So you can see one on the left here. So if something came the other way, what it wants me to do is to pull in that gap to give them more room. So this sort of road, I'm looking well ahead. There's another passing point here, look. So they could swap from one side to the other. Any of these sort of country roads, you want to be looking well ahead. These sort of roads where they've got no pavement, so people are out walking, they're going to be in the road, so you need to bear that in mind, because you need to give them a couple of metres when you go past. Another passing point there on the left and the right. And I'm looking right across the bend here, so that if anything does come, I'm prepared to be able to pull over. This bit's a little bit wider here. It doesn't necessarily have the word passing point there, but it's a little bit wider, just nice and steady coming around the bends. There's a passing point on the right here, so if the cars came the other way, they could pull into that little gap here. But then again, I'm back to almost a single track road realistically. Now, we're to meet somebody here, we're just both going to have to keep very, very tight. Now, these country roads, you have to be very careful, like I say, because of the people out on the roads walking. You could have farm animals being herded around. You could have farm vehicles coming the other way. If you met a big tractor on a road like this, you'd certainly want to be breathing in. You get a lot of concealed entrances as well in some of these areas. So, you know, people could be trying to peek out with, you know, out of these areas that can't see. Some roads, actually here, this is perfectly timed. Somebody's got a mirror, look, opposite their driveway to help them see to get out, because they're pulling out where it's very blind. So, national speed limits sometimes are on these country lanes, which is, some people think are unbelievable, but like I say, on many occasions, it's not a target. It's not saying that you have to drive. Right, so here we are, look, we're meeting somebody.